Hey guys, welcome back for a video. Today I'm going to be ranking every single event box in MM2. So basically I'm going to be taking every box from the Halloween and Christmas events and ranking them. So this is from the first box, which was Christmas 2015, all the way to the newest box, which is Halloween 2022. So yeah, let's begin. Most of these boxes are actually really good, so coming in at last place is actually Christmas 2020. This box actually isn't really that bad. It has some pretty cool stuff in it. Like I think the tree knife is pretty cool, gift bag is nice. Silent Knife is pretty nice. Snowflake is nice. The wrap set is pretty cool. But I just think this, like box is just kind of boring. Like, ornaments, stockings are just kind of boring. Tree's cool, but it's also kind of boring. Ice Cracker was kind of a boring legendary. I don't think the gingerbread gun from this year was as good as the one from the year before. And stuff like Ice Cracker or Silent Night, they are pretty cool, but they're just kind of plain and boring. And then for the golly in this box, which is Ice Blaster, it's just kind of like a boring golly, nothing really cool about it. See, that's why this box is at the bottom of the list. Next up on the list is another case of a box just having plain stuff. We have the Christmas 2021 box. This box has some pretty cool stuff like the Snowman knife, Aurora knife, the Starry knife is super cool, even the Cane knife is nice. But everything else is just kind of boring. Stickers is really boring. Gift wrap is another just really boring plain knife. Coal is decent, it looks good, but it's just boring again. There's so many gingerbread guns. Cookie is cool, it's just also kind of boring. Ice camo is fine, but it is just a reskin of fall camo. And this box would be maybe one spot higher, but I don't think swirly gun is that good. It's decent, but it kind of hurts the box a little bit. See, this box is just decent. Next up, we have another box that is kind of hurt for being plain. We have Halloween 2022. This actually might surprise a lot of people that it's this low on the list, but I just think the things in this box are kind of plain. I think like Wraith, Curse, Witchbur are pretty cool. Even Vampire is cool, but again, Vampire is just kind of plain. Like Brains is kind of plain too. Hazard is kind of plain because it's just really similar to Hazmat. Darkness, Stickers, Eyeball, those are all plain. Candy Corn is also really plain. It is unique that it's different from other candy corn knives, but it is just kind of plain. This box, in my opinion, is worse for just all the regular knives and guns in this box in Christmas 2021, but I just think Elder Blade is a lot better than swirly guns, so that's why it's a little bit higher on the list. Next up is Halloween 2016. None of these knives look nearly as good as any of the other knives I sit on this list for the quality, but I just think they look better because none of them are like plainish, like it's just a default knife slapped with something on it. It's like Brains and Bones are kind of plain, but at least they're like different. Witch is definitely pretty cool. Ghosty's cool. Vampire Moons aren't that good. Same with Orange Marble. The Bats and Scratch, those are really cool. So these aren't like some crazy unique knives that don't look super high in quality, but instead of just having like repeated knives or knives with just a default knife with stuff slapped on it, it's different. So it's not the greatest box in the world, but it definitely is pretty good. And then for the golly in this box, which is Hollow's Edge, I don't really like Hollow's Edge, but it doesn't really affect the ranking for the rest of the box. See, it doesn't really change how I view the box. Next up is Christmas 2017. This a box where just all the normal knives are really cool. Present is cool. Like Green Fire, super cool. I like Gingerbread, Frosty Tree, Snowy. They're all pretty cool. Nothing amazing out of this box, but all the knives are just really solid. But the thing that hurts this box is Winter's Edge. I think Winter's Edge looks terrible, so it definitely lowers this box by definitely a decent amount. So the regular knives in the box are really good, but Winter's Edge is just terrible, so it hurts the ranking a little bit. Next up, we have Halloween 2017. This box has some pretty cool knives, like Scratch is really cool, Phantom, Zombie, Ecto, those are all pretty cool. Potion is also pretty cool. Webs is kind of boring. Candy Corn kind of sucks. Green Marble is just decent. Mommy's okay. This box definitely just some decent knives. Also, Magma is also pretty good. But then also Pumpkin, which is the golly. Pumpkin is like one of the most average gollies in the game, so it doesn't really affect the rankings. This box is just an overall decent box. Next up is a box that is absolutely saved by its godly. It is Halloween 2021. This box has some decent knives on guns. Spectral, Wraiths, Magma, and Haunted are all pretty cool. But then like Cat, Cracks, Stickers are all boring. And then Gothic, Watcher, and Fall Camo are just kind of boring. But what saves this box is Candle Flame. Candle Flame is an absolutely amazing golly. It's one of my favorite gollies in the game. It definitely saves this box. It boosts up the ranking by a ton. Next up, we have Halloween 2020, and the knives and guns in this box are actually pretty cool, like Pumpkin, Bones, Portal, Ghost, Candle, those are all really cool. Ripper is also pretty cool. Mummy's decent. Then we have like Watcher and Candy Corn. Those are fine. Carved is also fine. Watcher actually kind of is bad, and same with Candy Corn. This box actually is pretty good, but what kills this box is Hollow Gun. I just really don't like Hollow Gun. So it definitely lowers this box by a little bit. But this box definitely is still pretty good. Next up is a box that is absolutely killed by its godly. It is Halloween 2018. Slime, Grave, Haunted, Bats, Zombies, Vampire, and Ghost, along with Toxic, are all super cool. Then like Potion and Mummy or whatever. But all those knives and guns I listed before were really good. Like Toxic is super cool. Grave, Haunted, those are really cool. Ghost is great. Zombies also really cool. And this box is really good. But what absolutely kills this box for me is the godly, and that godly is Bone Blade. If you've seen my video, top 10 worst knives / guns in MM2 video, you'll know that I absolutely hate Bone Blade. It is one of my least favorite knives in the entire game. Chromo Bone Blade is actually my least favorite in the entire game. But Bone Blade is just terrible. I really don't like it. It absolutely kills this box for me. And if I was including chromas in this box, this would be even lower because I really hate Chromo Bone Blade. I decided not to add chroma just because not every box is chroma, so it would just be kind of weird to add them. But the normal guns and knives in this box are really good. Bone Blade is terrible, which definitely lowers the ranking, but this box definitely is still pretty decent. Next up is Christmas 2018. This is just an overall really solid box. Ginger's pretty good, Wrapped is pretty good, Snowman is pretty good, Icicles is pretty good, Snowflake is pretty good. It just has a bunch of just pretty decent knives. And then this box is definitely boosted a little bit by its godly, which is Gingerblade. I think Gingerblade is one of the best godlies in the game, so definitely boosts up the ranking a little bit. So this box is definitely really good. Next up is Christmas 2019, and a problem with this box is that a lot of the knives and guns from this box, I actually like the counterpart of it from the Battle Pass more. So like I like the Cavern Knife more, or the Aurora Knife more, or the Pine Knife more, or the Gingerbread Knife more. But this box definitely is still pretty good. I definitely really like the Gifts Gun, the Lights Knife is super cool, Frozen is super cool, and still Pine, Aurora, Cavern, those are all super cool. Gingerbread is nice, Snowflakes, it's definitely pretty nice, and Frosted, I don't think it looks that good, but this box definitely is still pretty good. And then the godly for this box is Minty. Minty is an incredible godly, just pretty good, so it doesn't hurt or help this box, it just kind of leaves it the same. So yeah, this box definitely is pretty good, and now let's get to our top 3. Alright, coming in at number 3 is Halloween 2019. This box definitely has some pretty cool knives and guns, like Slimy, Webbed, Pumpkin Patch, Brains, Zombified Bones, Dungeon Snakebite Skulls. Those are all pretty cool. Then we also have like Candy Corn and stuff, which is just fine. But this box definitely has a bunch of really solid knives and guns. I wouldn't say it's top 3 worthy, but what actually makes it top 3 worthy is the godly in the box, which is Eldred Revolver. Eldred Revolver is one of the best godlies in the game in my opinion. It's so good, and it definitely helps boost this box up to the number 3 spot. So yeah, let's get to number 2. Alright, coming in at number 2 is the Christmas 2015 knife box. This box has some of the greatest knives in all of MM2. They're absolutely amazing. Santa, Elf, Ornament 1, Ornament 2, Snowy, Snowman, Wrapped, Ginger, Cane, and Tree are all absolutely phenomenal. They're incredible. Some of the greatest knives in the game, and this would definitely be number 1 if it weren't for the godly. The godly in this box was Candy, and I just really don't like Candy. I just don't think it looks that good, so it definitely really hurts this box. This would be number 1, but I don't like Candy. But this box is definitely still phenomenal, and is one of the greatest boxes in MM2. Alright, now for number 1, and coming in as the greatest box in MM2 history is the Christmas 2015 gun box. This box is absolutely phenomenal. In terms of just the regular guns in this box, they are really good, but not as good as the knife box. Like the Santa gun is really good, Elf is pretty good, Ornament 1, Ornament 2, Nutcracker, Snowman, Wrapped, Ginger, Cane, Tree are all really good, but most of them I think the knife counterpart is better. The Cane gun I think is better than the Cane knife, and the Snowman gun and the Wrapped gun, in my opinion, might be better than the knives. But overall, the knives in the knife box are just better than the guns in this box. But what saves this box and makes it number 1 is Sugar. Sugar is one of my favorite gollies in the game, and is, in my opinion, 10 times better than Candy. And that's why this box is number 1. Because even if, like, the knife box just had a golly that I thought was just decent, it would be number 1. But the fact that Candy's one of my least favorite gollies in the game, and Sugar isn't like my top 7 favorite gollies in the game, it boosted up all the way to number 1. But yeah, that is me ranking every single event box in MM2, all 14 of them. And yeah, I think that'll be for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'll troll that outro. Peace.